Welcome to the 9 Patchalong 6.0. This is block number 6. All right, so in block number 4, I showed you how to machine quilt some hearts using the Sway 5 and the Sway 3 machine quilting rulers. And I love it, and I tell you this all the time, but I swear that creativity builds creativity. The more I create, the more creative I become. So I think I'm going to quilt basically the same design, that heart design here in block number 6, but I'm also going to then quilt the same thing upside down, so overlapping hearts. So it'll require a little bit more marking, but if it turns out on quilting what I think it's going to turn out like in my brain, then it's gonna be really awesome. Anyways, I'm doing all my quilting here on a panel that I did purchase from Honest Fabrics. If you want to use the same panel as me, make sure you do purchase the 50 by 60 inch size. If you want to piece a quilt top like this, we do have the piecing pattern available on our website, as well as all of the rulers that I'm sharing with you. Let's hop down here and let's get doing a bit of marking. So I'm going to start out by making a straight line right through the center, a vertical line right through the center of all of the squares. And I've really been liking this disappearing ink marking pen lately for markings that I'm doing like this up on the machine. So that's what I'm sticking with. A lot of times I know I've showed you the blue mark be gone, but right now I'm really liking this one. Okay, so the next thing now that I'm going to mark is I need to find the center for the tops of the hearts. So I'll now mark the center of each of these, which is about 1 inch. And I'm just going to mark that line on all of these. Okay, now I'm also going to go through and mark a line that's 1.5 inches from this side, and then also 1.5 from there. So I'll mark all the way along there, and now here. So I'm going to mark out one of these just to make sure this double isn't going to be too much. But like I've done with those other hearts, I'll use this hook end of the Sway 5 to mark the bottom of each of these hearts. And remember, it will go to the top line, so that bottom point up to the top line, and I'll just kind of hold it in that area. It's also now, because I'm going to do an opposite one, going to intersect here. And about there, and then the heart will cross over. Okay, I think it'll be really cute. It seems like a lot's going on here with all of those markings, but I think it'll be really cute. Okay, so important just to remember the top marking to the center marking, and I'm going to quilt with the concave side here of the Sway 5, that point to point line. Let's do that top row. Remember, anytime you're doing machine quilting with rulers, use gentle pressure. You'll need to make sure you have a ruler foot, and then you'll hold your machine quilting ruler 1/4 inch away from where you want your thread to intersect. And I'll just continue repeating. I've quilted all the way over here to the right side. Now I'll use this curved end, the circle end of the sway 3, and I'll stitch point to point up to there, down to that center point, up, and continue. I still just love these hearts. Okay, let's repeat this. Let's actually quilt this side first. Let's use that concave side of the sway 3. All right, now to come back, I'm going to use this circular end. So you can see I'm always trying to hold the rulers in a comfortable position. All right, there's the first row of doubles. Kind of creates an interesting look. Deciding if I like it. Maybe thinking I need a deeper heart to do a double, but I've committed to this one, so let's finish it in the next 2 rows. Well, that was definitely an interesting design. I hope you found some inspiration. Play around with your designs. You know, take what I've shared here and get creative. I do hope though that you did take a bit of inspiration from that. I am still having so much fun. Now that I have this block complete, it's time for me to quilt this border over here on that side. Remember, I'm using that Modern Improv Flying Geese. We do have a free video for that. Once I have that done, then I'll quilt this sashing here through the center, and then it'll be time for block number 7. So I'll see you next time with block number 7.